Hindsight is 2020 for a reason, because you now have all the information that you need to see clearly the decisions that you could have made differently. The next best thing to hindsight is to learn from the experiences of those who are further along the path than you. I'm 37 years old now, and I've gone through so many lessons in my life the hard way, which is why I'm sharing the 10 things that I wish my 20-year-old self knew to help speed up my own journey. So if you're the type of person that wants to accelerate your own rate of learning and growth, here's 10 things that I wish I knew when I was 20. First, build relationships with the right people. They say you become an average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. This is why it's necessary to be hyper selective with who you spend your time with, who you learn from, and who you choose to take advice from. Most importantly, you want to make sure that the relationships that are closest to you are with those people that encourage and support your growth. Because it does get tough, and in those tough times, who you have around you will dictate whether you persevere or quit. Second, don't fear failure. Failure is not a bad thing. It's an absolute requirement for learning and growth. There are so many moments in my past where I took the safer option because I was afraid to fail. And I've come to realize that all this did was slow down my own rate of learning. If you want to achieve anything in life, you have to fall in love with the idea of failing fast and failing often, so that naturally you will succeed as a byproduct. Third, invest in yourself. People can take away your job, they can take away your business, and they can even take away your home, but they cannot take away your knowledge. They can't take away your experiences. When you consistently invest in your own growth, it compounds exponentially. This means that your skills will eventually get to the point where you become invaluable and opportunity will consistently knock at your door. Fourth, money isn't everything, but it does matter. You're unlikely to land your dream job or business at the start of your career, but by learning to take care of your money and saving it, you end up giving yourself options. I was someone who constantly lived in my overdraft, and it was a horrible and dark place to live in because I never had a choice other than to do work I didn't enjoy to facilitate a life that I did not want. Saving money gave me options and a choice to not have to do the things I didn't want to do. And this is not about how much you can save, because the amount at the beginning isn't important. It's about becoming the type of person who does save, so that when your earnings increase, so do your savings, and therefore so do your options and your opportunities. Fifth, time is your most valuable asset. The only thing certain in life is death, so be cautious with who you give your limited time to. Everything you give your time to is time being taken away from other areas of your life. Your time is a finite resource. It is running out from the day you are born, and by actively choosing where to spend it, you can allocate it to the areas of your life that matter the most to you. Sixth, be authentic. People always ask, how do you know when you're truly being authentic? I think it's when you actively start to notice that people don't like or resonate with you. And at the same time, you start to attract the genuine people who do appreciate your approach to life. The Japanese say that we have 3 faces. The one that we show others, the one that we show to our nearest and dearest, and the one that we don't ever show to anybody. That is your true self. But when you show your true self, you're giving those that truly resonate with you the opportunity to find you and see you. Seventh, look after your mental and emotional health. There's a lot in life that we will not have control over, but our mental and emotional health can be our responsibility. This means to become aware of when you feel stressed, when you feel low or even angry, and what physical actions those mental and emotional states make us want to take. When you practice becoming aware of how you're feeling mentally and emotionally, you give yourself an opportunity to act and not to react. Eighth, practice gratitude with purpose. Now, you hear everyone talking about being grateful, but here's how I practice gratitude with purpose. Let's imagine you've had a really challenging day, and quite frankly, the only thing that you can feel any kind of gratitude for in that day is your afternoon cup of coffee. First of all, there's nothing wrong with that. But instead of just saying, I'm grateful for my coffee, I practice it with purpose. So I ask myself this question, and that is, what purpose did my coffee have in my day? My answer could be, without that coffee, I don't think I could have made it throughout the rest of my day with the right level of energy. So actually, that coffee got me through what was already a very tough day. And I'll finish off the practice with smiling. When you change your physiology combined with gratitude, it completely changes your mood. And this can make even the worst days feel better. Ninth, stop comparing yourself to others. You cannot compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. You have no idea what they've been through, what they've had to endure, or what failures they've had to overcome to get to where they are. So consciously remind yourself that what you're seeing in someone else is just their highlight reel and not the full story. The only person that you really need to compare yourself to is the reflection in your mirror. And ask yourself, did you do better than yesterday? Focus on what you can control about yourself, not others. And 10th, be aware of the lag effect. We have become more and more conditioned to expect results yesterday, whether it's because of the speed in which Amazon Prime delivers, or whether we're getting a shorter attention span and instant gratification from doom scrolling on TikTok. Our expectations have become that things need to happen quickly, but life does not work this way. Think about someone going on a journey to get fitter in the gym. In the first few weeks, you're not going to see much change. And then in a few more weeks, you might notice that your clothes fit a little better. And then a couple more weeks after that, you notice that your body looks slightly different in the mirror. You've been putting in the work, but because of the lag effect, it's taken reality some time to catch up to show you your results. Just because you didn't see the results on day 1 does not mean that what you were doing wasn't working. So from all these lessons, take the one in which you think you would benefit the most from and start by making changes to that specific one. Thank you so much for watching. I'm truly grateful for your time. My name's Dipesh, and if you've liked this video, you'll love this one up here. Remember to subscribe and tell me in the comments what your biggest takeaway was. Stay visionary, and I'll see you in the next one.